Hello, my name is Ty. I am your homicidal chauffeur, and welcome back to Stellaris Federations, where last time we set up our first colony in the Galactic Human Directorate here on Benjim Prime. We've been expanding our territory, and we're hot on the lookout for signs of intelligent life out there in the galaxy. So far, we've yet to meet any other space civilizations, but we did meet a couple primitives, so we may be able to lift them up. But right now we're focused on expanding humanity itself. So right now Benjim is still busy colonizing the planet. I believe that's going to take completed 2215, about 4 years apparently, so quite a ways off. Meanwhile, back on Terra, everything is progressing nicely. We still have some blockers that we can free up. Let's see if we can go ahead and do that. 364 minerals at the moment. Clear blocker. So let's get time going here. We'll survey a few more systems and see if we can't find any other space empires. Aerostat colonies, a ruined network of aerostat colonies dating back at least 3 millennia, can be found in low orbit of this gas giant. Their original function appears to have been gas mining, but they have since been abandoned and reoccupied by different races and pirate groups.
Construction complete.
So we're done construction in Sirius. I'm going to go ahead and take the Danube and move them right on up here to Canaan. We can't do that yet. We're not quite done surveying Canaan. Only 2 worlds left, however, so let's go ahead and get him over there. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple more corvettes in on Sol. So we're at 12 right now. Let's get it up to 15. That's not even half of our alloys, down to 492. We want to meet some aliens, but we don't know if they're going to be hostile or not, so got to make sure that we're prepared militarily. And through hard work and experience, Sophie Javan has developed new skills. She is paranoid. Is that really desirable? Is that a skill? It is not. Research speed -5%, anomaly speed -10%. So we don't want her out in space.
Hire, dismiss, and assign idle governors, scientists, admirals, and generals.
Her debuff is a little bit better when she's back on Terra, so let's go ahead and do that. And instead, we can equip. I'm going to send Victor Dudnik out there. He has a long lifespan, so he'll be on the Darwin for quite a while. And then back in society, we can put Sophie.
System reconnaissance completed.
And we are done in Canaan. Let's go ahead and take the Danube, get an outpost there, and then we can take the Darwin and keep on trucking.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Alright, our genome mapping is done. 10% pop growth. We can do planetary unification for additional edicts or campaigns. I don't really understand all that. Gene clinics looks interesting. The colonization of alien worlds has opened up an entirely new field of biomedical research. Sure, let's try that.
Recon pass completed.
And we're done in Maval.
Science Division reports success.
And there's some pretty good stuff going on here. Engineering research, alloys, and trade value. We can get the researcher over here and survey another system. And back on Terra, we are done the field modulation, energy credits from technicians. And we have a military technology, blue lasers, unlocks the energy weapons path. I think that sounds like a good idea. Enhanced weapons are always a good idea. We need to get the Danube up to something. They are idle in Kanam. There's plenty of minerals there. 500 for all the mining stations. Let's go ahead and do that.
Remarkable.
Oh, hello.
We have discovered spacefaring alien entities that
Down
may
here
or may
in
not be
Hollis,
intelligent.
we have an issue.
But let's face it, probably are. Their true nature will remain a mystery to us until we complete the appropriate project to investigate them. I suggest we do so post-haste, lest they investigate us first.
This is the moment that we've been waiting for. Encounter in Hollis. We have encountered some form of alien vessel in the Hollis system. Strange objects have been flagged as alpha aliens until we learn more about them. Interesting. Alright, contact report enigmatic spacefarers. News of alien ships humming through the ether have reached Terra, in many ways ending the first chapter in the book of the Galactic Human Directorate bid for a stellar empire. Intriguing. Okay, now we need to get over here to the situation log. Investigate alpha aliens. 13 months for 500 society research. So here is the science ship Darwin with Victor Dudnik. And over there, yonder the other side of the star, is an unknown alien civilization. What do we have here? I'm not sure what kind of race this ship belongs to. And what's it up to, do we know? I imagine it's got to be a science ship. Doesn't appear to be military in nature, but we haven't witnessed its actions yet. Is it going to take out our science ship? Seems to be chill so far. We'll know soon enough, I guess. So we'll keep an eye out here from the Darwin for a bit. It's still going about its research. And the alien vessel seems to pay us no mind. And we have a new tradition. We're almost finished the domination tree. And we haven't got colonial viceroys yet. Our control over the colonies is dependent upon finding capable and loyal individuals that can be trusted to enforce the will of the government. So one more and we'll finish the tree, and that will give us... Adopting all domination traditions will increase our monthly influence by 1. Influence is important. That's a 33% upgrade, so I won't complain. Plenty of stuff going down here in Hollis. We already have 4 energy credits, 2 minerals, and 3 society research.
System reconnaissance completed.
So we're done surveying here in Hollis. We're still using our construction ship in Kanam. We have plenty of minerals left to get there. So I think for the moment, we're just going to keep on researching in this area. Let's take the Darwin and send him down this way. This is where the Alpha race came from. Star patterns. The latest sensory readings from Ipsilla show that the star pulsating regularly, but when the crew of the Kelvin arrived on site, there was no evidence to support this data. While most of the crew are in agreement that the anomaly was caused by a sensory malfunction, Okongo discards this theory. Ruzani Okongo claims to have discovered similar pulsating energy emission patterns elsewhere, and now fears that something strange is happening to the galaxy stars. We must get to the bottom of this. Okay, we're done over here in Ipsilla. I'm going to go ahead and keep sending my science ship, the Kelvin, over this way for at least a little bit farther. but I might want to double back soon.
A triumph. We have established communications with alien beings. What a time to be alive, or in my case, powered on.
The High Kingdom of Yan. Oh, you're not too bad looking. Elective monarchy. Harmonious collective. That's what we like to see. Peaceful and authoritarian. I speak on behalf of the High Kingdom of Yan, and I have been authorized to bring you greetings. As long as you stay out of our internal affairs and treat our great leader, High Queen Tik Tik Iog, with reverence, I see no reason for our diplomatic relations to sour. The way forward lies in our hands, Yunari. News that we have encountered intelligent alien life for the first time have been received with mixed feelings by our populace. This confirms what we have long suspected. We are not alone in this galaxy. Each new alien species we encounter represents both an opportunity and a threat. We must be wary. This changes everything. So they're right over here. They seem to have a bit more territory than us, and also they've already claimed Haldus, which is unfortunate.
We have made first contact with an alien empire. They appear to have mastered spaceflight just as we have. I recommend a healthy degree of caution until we learn their intentions.
Their empire will be listed in the Empire tab of the Galaxy screen. From there we can initiate diplomatic contact with them. So we can communicate with them? Is that what I want?
The diplomacy screen is where we communicate with other civilizations. Here we can declare war, form alliances, and implement trade deals with our neighbors, amongst other things.
I know that I have an envoy. Can I send him my envoy? So I can improve relations? And send Kayan Suryaprakash for at least a year. We can also form a non-aggression pact. The galaxy presents enough threats without having to worry about a war between the High Kingdom of Yan and the Galactic Human Directorate. We suggest entering into a non-aggression pact. This will increase our trust by 0.5 each month, up to a maximum of 50, and will cost us influence each month. So maybe I don't want to spend the influence right now. So we have the Darwin down here in Yan territory. I'm going to go ahead and send him back this way, since we don't have any use to survey these systems anymore. And we still have a few more. We're almost done in Kanam.
Construction complete.
There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and let him build. Now what I think I want to do is upgrade my Kanam station to a star port. Eventually we can start adding better defenses onto this thing. And I'm also going to upgrade to a starport over here in Vinjam. And so just in case, we can start upgrading our defenses against the Yan a little bit. Also over here in Seoul, I'm going to go ahead and build a few more corvettes. Our fleet limit is 20. We currently have 15. And I can just afford 5 with my alloys, so I think that sounds perfect. And there we go, we've upgraded our defenses a little bit in light of the new threat. Faction founded. A new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the Galactic Human Directorate. Led by scientist Anushka Pujari, they call themselves the Martial Order of the Thorn. Members have been pushing harder for us to assert our military dominance over the rest of the galaxy. Alright, I'm getting there. Anushka, just calm down. Oh, we also have the Association of Theocratic Reform for the advancement of the sciences. That's what I'm talking about, Okongo. She's been a favorite so far for sure. And we have the Progress, Peace, and Prosperity Initiative, led by Sophie Jolvine. The members lobby for a national focus on financial growth and stability through peaceful means. Remember, I do have militarism, so somewhat based on my society, I should want to take a system or two off the yuan. Remember, I haven't signed the Non-Aggression Pact.
The faction screen gives an overview of the populace's political leanings. Be aware that shifts in the socio-political climate may give rise to factions. Details on faction sizes, attractiveness to our pops, and how content they are can also be found here.
So materialism is still at 51%, but militarism is only at 34%, while peace and prosperity is at 15%. So the support and approval of the factions can affect happiness, which in the long term can affect productivity and whatnot. So it's important to keep the factions on side. Right now, the biggest and most popular is the Theocratic Reform faction, led by scientist Rudzani Okongo. And we're doing a good job with them. AI is allowed, and we're on the bleeding edge, which means staying ahead of the curve and not allowing fellow empires to be more than equivalent in tech level. So I don't mind investing in science, that's for sure. We also have the Martial Order of the Thorn. We're not doing so well with them. We do have aggressive diplomacy for some reason, but then also conquest, which we haven't done any of, and they're not too happy about. But then we have the Peace and Prosperity Initiative. One of those things they want to do is keep the peace, and of course we're doing that. We also have defensive stance, alien faction approval minus 10%, but restricting our policies to defensive wars will please this initiative. Or we have solid liquidity, which keep at least 5,000 energy credits stored at all times. So we're at 4,900 energy credits right now, so that's going to go positive any second. And I can easily go into defensive stance since the Yuan don't seem to be an aggressive empire at the moment. And at least short term, we could go with the Progress, Peace, and Prosperity Initiative and the Technocratic Reform. And that will keep most of our populace on side. So here in policies, we have war philosophy, and we can change that to defensive wars. And we'll have to stick with that for 10 years. That's quite a while. We're certain to meet some more civilizations in the meantime, I think. So maybe we'll hold off on that until we see who else is out there. But we've hit 5,000 credits already, so let's check the factions one more time. That will increase our influence too. So we're getting over 1.2 influence from the factions at the moment. So maybe we will go ahead and sign the Non-Aggression Pact. But at the very least, we can afford to spend a little bit more. So indeed, it does appear that that was the construction ship that we saw initially, and that's how they've been able to build the outpost so quickly.
Construction complete.
Alright, we're done in Kanam and Vinjim. We now have 2 more star bases. Thank you. What does that exactly do? Here we go. So I can build modules and buildings on my starport now. The buildings, crew quarters, resource silos, target uplink computer. Yeah, the modules are where we want to start. We have a shipyard so we can build new ships, or an anchorage which will increase our naval capacity, a gun battery or a missile battery, along with a trade hub. So here in Vinjim, let's get a shipyard first. It's only 50 alloys. And we can also get crew quarters, which will decrease the ship upkeep of fleets that are docked here. But in Kanam, I want to go more offensive. Let's get a gun battery and then also target uplink computer.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Alright, so we've got ceramo metal materials are done. It's an increase to our military fleet. What other options do we have now? Carrier options, which would be basic strike craft. That sounds pretty good. Or coil guns, which is another upgrade to our ships, or afterburners. Well, the most complex one is the strike craft. So actually, I think that might be a good idea. 64 months, so not too bad, to be honest.
A new world has been secured for our colonists.
And that's it. The colonists are done. We have
Anomaly
upgraded
found.
Vinjim Prime. And we have a second world for our people. We also have another anomaly in Rebellious. I will tell her to research that for now. She's almost done that system. Let's get a look here at Vinjim Prime. So only one building so far, the reassembled ship. We have plenty of districts that we can unlock. We do have 1.6 thousand minerals at the moment, so that might be a good place to start. We're going to get low on food before too long. So maybe the agricultural district will get in right away. And we do still have available jobs. There's only one pop on this planet, so let's not get carried away. So after our glorious chairman, Thomas Kruger, I think I'm going to name this ocean world Kruger Sea. It is a moon of a gas giant. And I think I'm going to leave the episode off there. We've had a real successful one. We've met our first alien civilization who seem to be pretty friendly, to be honest. And we've also set up our first colony on Vinjim Prime, now the Kruger Sea. So hopefully we can continue to expand our territory without meeting anybody too hostile in the short term. But for now, my name is Ty. I am your homicidal chauffeur. This has been Stellaris Federations. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, and have a good night. For the moment, we're in food danger, but that won't last too long. It's not going to go well for you, my friend. I'm sorry. Here's Maddox, and he puts that just inside the far post. Either that, or we'll set off some more aliens, but either way, we can. And that's job done.